Rise Peer Recovery has worked with our DARAC, which is our consortium. You helped us with the grant. Through that grant, there had to be a consortium that was started, and that consortium, which is DARAC, got started with county leaders and other organizations in our community that were wanting to get involved with anything for a recovery in our community.
Coming into DARAC in 2022 is when I was introduced to everyone. We started looking at different processes, how to break down barriers, whether that was between organizations in any area who didn't quite have all the information about what we all do.
We've been part of DARAC since day one. We are an MOU partner. Just being at the table with that community, it's important that we're aware of what's going on and how we are serving in the mental health and substance issue realm.
Here in Daviess County, I think I've seen a lot more togetherness. There's been trusted relationships that have formed.
It's been truly amazing to see how much growth has taken place in our community around recovery.
There's an ignition of spirit. The hospital works with the correctional facility. They work with community partners like peer recovery services and real recovery. And it seems like the biggest thing I've seen is the reduction of stigma and people willing to come out of their shell and willing to come out and help.
People we have in our DARAC now are organizations that get together on a monthly basis, and we talk about anything related towards substance abuse, mental health, and how we can help each other. And part of that was also removing silos, trying to remove those silos in between organizations so we can understand what each organization does and how we can benefit from each other and help each other.
That is the key part of DARAC is once we got the leadership together, we started seeing, I think it was at one time with more than 17 or 18 organizations together, learning about each other, learning how to work together. We have made good partnerships. We've learned how to work with each other. We have been able to have our Recovery Awareness Month event and for it to be very successful.
5 years ago, success may have been getting someone off the street, incarceration maybe. Daviess County has always been a leader, in my opinion, coming from a different county. They've always been a leader in instituting some type of recovery care within the correctional facility so that when they walk out those doors, that transition has already occurred.
So yes, access to the mental health and recovery services has been increasing. So I've been in my role as chief for 7 years now. And I remember when I first got into it, we started to talk about mental health and substance use issues. And so over the last 5 years, I guess you could say the legislators have heard and there's been funding for those programs made available.
You know, I'm proud to say that it took about 3 or 4 years for us to implement our first sharps disposal in the county. There was a lot of work around that, but I had support and we made it happen.
So along the lines of mental health and recovery, I think if we could continue to improve them and maybe have availability to a little more individuals that come out, and yeah, I think availability is the key.
We call that the special sauce, right? And the special sauce is seeing individuals grow, seeing people come in that had a negative attitude, they didn't want to work with people, but as they participated in our sober social events, they changed. And to see that kind of change is something that affects you internally, right? It puts a glow or a shine to you.
DARAC has been such a support in leading those conversations that were initially hard to have with other partners in the area, connecting us with the right voices to be able to provide the support needed, whether it was for the business or with the individuals that we're serving. But over time, it's evolved so much and has been the biggest piece, I think, of our success.
Without that support, without DARAC, without other community members, we wouldn't be here.
It's been a worthwhile journey. If you give people the support and help and access to services that they need, they can enter into and live in recovery. and have a better quality of life because of it. In Daviess County, they want the best for their community as well, and to see that and see that passion has been an honor and a privilege.